7 or afternoon, depending when your class is. So today we're going to be looking at how to use GarageBand. So I'm going right from the start, and this is how to find it. You need to press your F4 key on your keyboard. This will bring up all of the different applications that are on your computer. Here's GarageBand, click on it. It will then upload in the taskbar down the bottom, and it's going to come up. Hopefully, there it is. Okay, so this is what will happen. Yours may look different if you've never used it before, but once it's there, at any point you see empty project, just double click on it. Double click, it brings you into here. You now need to just click on the green one and then go create. We're not using the others, just the software instrument. So create. All right, this takes you into GarageBand. Some of you will have used it and be really good at it, so you don't need this help, but you still need to watch this email message so that you know how to do your composition. So here is this keyboard. This plays different things. You can press F on your keyboard and it plays notes and stuff, okay? So there are all the different keys on your keyboard will play different sounds. We don't need to use that at this point. So I'm going to close that by using the red cross. Now what I want to do is start to import some nice sounding loops. Now we're looking for loops, which is up here on the right hand side. So I click on that swirly button and this brings up all the different loops. Now if you've never used GarageBand before, you'll find you have some grey ones in here. Don't click on the grey ones because it will ask you to download them. By doing that, you're going to block your computer and you won't be able to use it until they actually do download. And because you're not at school, you can't get an administrator's password. So don't click on anything unless it's white. Initially, it'll come up saying that it's indexing loops. Just let it run through and it will happen. All right, once you find that you've got it up and it's ready to go, you can now click on these things and they play different sounds. Okay, if you want to turn it on, you just click it, click on it again, turns it off. All right, so we'll scroll through some of them. Drummers, more sounds. All right, remember when you're looking through these, we're looking for spooky sounds. Okay, I like the sound of that one, so I'm going to click on it and drag it across. So when you drag it across, it should come out looking like this. Now, just while I remember, when I've got written on your sheet that the A section needs to go from 1 until 9, that means to the number 9, the start of 9. We're not going past it, we're going up to 9. And then your next section will go from 9 all the way through to 17. Okay, can you see that? And then the final section will go from 17 to 25. All right, so we're only having 24 bars worth of music. So I've imported that little sound into there. We'll click the back arrow, takes us back to the start, and now I click play. Okay, get the idea? It will run all the way through till that loop stops. Now we stretch that loop out by seeing this curly thing at the top end. Okay, so if you hover over that corner, you can see the curly thing. If you hover down lower, I don't know if it's working on this one. No, it's not. Okay, sometimes if you hover lower, it will actually allow you to shorten and trim it. Here, see this one here? So you can actually cut it and trim it up, okay? Which will get rid of it. All right, let's hear some different sounds. Okay, remember you're composing a spooky sound. So it's not having to sound like a beautiful piece of techno music that you want it to sound like. It just needs to be spooky sounding. So I'm going to compose, see this here, this bracket? I'm going to pull this back to here. So let's go arrow back again. If you press spacebar, it stops it or plays it. Okay, I'm thinking I need to pull this one all the way back to here so that I have a bit more interest at the start of my sounds. Okay, so that sound, I can't hear it a lot in there. So I'm actually going to delete that sound. Click on it, press delete. Then I'm going to click on the track over here. If I click on this track, it makes that light grey. So I'm going to click on the afloat sub bass. If my thing will work. Why isn't it working? There we go. And delete. So that will get rid of that. I don't need the piano in there either, so I'm going to delete that too. So I'm just going to continue to look through at some of these sounds. That one sounds good. Let's drag that across. It's got a bit of a dissonant sound. Hear what it sounds like now. Let's go from there. I like that sound. This one sounds good too, so I'm going to drag that in. Can you see that I'm putting them all on different lines? This is what we call layering, or putting the different texture in there. So if we had them all on the one line, you can't get the different sounds. It'll only come after where that loop finishes. But if we put them underneath the loops, then we can get this more appropriate sound coming in. So let's hear from here. Okay, I'm going to put this piano sound back in. So to do this easily without finding it in my sounds again, all I do is click on it, press Command C, which copies it, and then wherever this line is, it will paste it depending on where the highlighted thing is. So with this on here is nice and light grey. If I was to click here, it would post it in the bottom part, but I want it in this same piano line, and I go Command V, which pastes it in. So there it is. Let's hear it. So there's the end of my A section. I'm happy with that. I'm now going to have a look at some different sounds. So I'm going over here, I'm going to scripters, clicking on that, and I'm going to click dark. To me that one sounds pretty funky, so I'm actually going to put that one in. Put that here. Remember, this is our B section, so going from our thing we learnt the other day, you need to make it completely contrasting. Alright, so I'm going to put that in there too. Okay, let's hear what these sound like if I drag them out. Put them in, drag this one across here. See what this sounds like too. All right. Put this one, copy it, and I'm going to pop it back in there. And let's just drag this back a bit so it fits in. And get rid of this one as well so it sounds like we've got a proper thing happening. I might actually drag this one back about to here and have that running through to there, possibly. All right, let's see what that sounds like. We'll go back to 9. So there's the end of my B section. This is the easy part now. To get your A section again, all we have to do is highlight all of our different tracks, like so, at the start. We go Command C, slide our cursor across, we put this on 17, and now we go Command V, and it's going to paste it in exactly, finishing at 25, and here's our entire second section of the A section repeated exactly the same as we did it at the start, because we've copied and pasted it. So let's just have a quick listen, and then it'll be time to go. Still have the same idea going in our A section, even though you've got different sounds coming in. So they're like the phrases in that video we watched. Gives interest now. Totally contrasting section. Give it a lighter layer, and then we'll go heavy again. Now we're back to the spooky section of the start. And there you go. So we have a nice track of an A, B, and an A section known as ternary form. If I was to continue to work on this in my own time, I would probably fix the B section up, because I'm still not really happy with that. It's a bit too different to the rest of my song. So I'd probably just lighten up this. It's a little bit screechy in there. I'd probably pick some more stringy sort of sounds that sound similar but are still contrasting. All right, so if you have any questions, please email me. That's all you need to do. When you finish, you go up to File and go Save As. If you go Save As and put your name as your project name, so I'm going to put mine as Ms. Winterholder, and then I can save that as Spooky, Ms. Winterholder Spooky. In my desktop, I'm going to put it in. So always do on your desktop, because then it's easy to find and you can transfer that later on. So then when you go into Simon, you can just find it in your desktop and drag it in or drop it in. All right, good luck. Bye.